Seattle at night was honest. It didn't pretend to be happy. It let the rain fall, let the clouds hang low, let people feel whatever they were feeling. Ethan had moved here 3 years ago from Chicago, chasing a job in graphic design and running away from a life that felt too loud and empty at the same time. Seattle had welcomed him with rain and silence, and somehow, that had healed something inside him. Tonight felt different, though. Tonight felt like a turning point. He heard her before he saw her, soft footsteps splashing gently through shallow puddles. Then a shadow stopped just outside the awning. "Sorry I'm late." Her voice was calm, warm, familiar. Ethan looked up. Lena Morales stood there, rain clinging to her dark hair, cheeks slightly pink from the cold. She wore a long gray coat and held a small umbrella that had clearly lost the fight against the storm. "It's okay," he said. "I like the rain." She smiled at that. Not a big smile, just enough to mean something. They hadn't planned for this night to matter. Lena worked at a small independent bookstore near Capitol Hill. Ethan used to come in every Sunday, pretending he was browsing while secretly hoping she'd recommend something. At first, it was just small talk. Books, music, rain, then coffee, then walks, then silence that didn't feel awkward anymore. Some connections didn't announce themselves loudly. They arrived quietly and stayed. They decided to walk. No destination, just movement. The rain grew heavier, tapping rhythms against parked cars and fire escapes. Neon signs reflected off the wet ground, turning the street into a moving painting. Lena slipped her umbrella shut. "You'll get soaked," Ethan said. She shrugged. "So will you." And for the first time that night, he laughed. They walked side by side, shoulders occasionally brushing, not by accident, not on purpose, just close enough. There were things Ethan wanted to say, like how her laugh felt like home, like how he noticed the way she paused before answering serious questions, like how every time he thought of leaving Seattle, her face appeared in his mind like a reason to stay. But the rain filled the silence for them. And sometimes, silence said more. They reached an old pedestrian bridge overlooking the water. The city lights reflected in long, trembling lines across the surface below. Lena leaned against the railing. "My mom used to bring me here when I was a kid," she said softly. "She said rain makes the city tell the truth." Ethan looked at her. "What's it saying tonight?" She thought for a moment. That it's okay to feel things, even if they scare you. The rain soaked through Ethan's jacket. He didn't care. "I'm bad at starting over," he admitted. "I pretend I'm not, but I am." Lena turned toward him fully now. Her expression wasn't pity, it was understanding. "Most people are," she said. "They just hide it better." Something shifted between them then. Not dramatic, not explosive, just real. They stood close, close enough that the world felt quieter. Ethan noticed the way raindrops traced slow paths down her hair. Lena noticed the way his voice softened when he was honest. For a second, it felt like the universe paused, not to rush them, but to give them permission. Lena stepped back slightly, not away, just enough to breathe. "I'm glad you waited," she said. "So am I." And somehow, that felt like a promise. They walked back toward the city, still wet, still quiet, still unsure, but together. Seattle watched them go, rain falling steady and kind. Some love stories don't start with fireworks. Some start with rain, a shared silence, and two people brave enough to stay. And that night, under a sky that refused to clear, something gentle and lasting began.